The third British general election, where Margaret Thatcher was the Conservative leader, was held on June the 11th, 1987. Britain's, generally speaking, solid economic performance, although, as for example Ian Gilmore pointed out in his book Whatever Happened to the Tories, it was largely driven by southeastern England, and certainly was a departure from the moderate, centrist and progressive one nation policies of, for example, Winston Churchill, Anthony Eden, Harold Macmillan and Edward Heath. Nevertheless, the Conservative support remained solid enough to give Prime Minister Thatcher another term, and besides, Thatcher appeared to be more of a conviction politician than most other politicians. She seemed to have more principled actions, although many of them were controversial ones, than many other politicians. While the Labour Party was led by a more skillful and pragmatic man than Michael Foot had been, Neil Kinnock more specifically, it still failed to give enough of those floating centrist British voters a reason to abandon the Social Democrats. The Labour Party did, however, increase its number of seats in Northern England and Scotland, which would prove worrisome for the Conservatives in some later elections. The turnout was up to 75.3%. The Conservatives did get 42.2% of the vote, or 13,761,000 votes, and this time 376 seats, so a loss of 21. The Labour Party gained somewhat but not significantly, rising to 30.8% of the vote and 229 seats, while the Social Democratic Liberal Alliance suffered a loss in votes and seats, down to 22.6% of the vote and 22 seats. Unemployment had fallen below the 3 million mark for the first time since 1981.